And right now at 6, we hear from the family of this man, William DeFoor. He's accused of trying to break into the vice president's house in Cincinnati yesterday. So that's where we begin tonight. I'm Adrian Whitsett.
I'm Tanya O'Rourke. He was in court twice today, once for state charges, the other for federal charges. WCPO 9 News reporter Connor Steffen was there for both of those hearings. Connor, talk to us about where DeFoor is being held tonight.
Tanya, Adrian, according to DeFoor's attorney, the 26-year-old is in the custody of the United States Marshal Services tonight. Of course, he's also facing those federal charges in connection with the incident. Walking into Hamilton County Court on Tuesday,
full attention, okay?
William DeFoor flashed a smile at his parents sitting in the gallery before facing a judge on state charges.
Society, I would argue, should be judged by how it treats its most vulnerable individuals like Mr. DeFoor.
We do believe that mental health could be a factor here.
His bond was set at $11,000, though his attorney says he currently sits in federal custody following a federal hearing.
I don't want to speak for anybody at the state level, but my request of them will be, now that the federal government has become involved, that they at least consider dismissing those charges.
If convicted on all federal charges, DeFoor could face up to 30 years in prison. He's accused of running up Vice President J.D. Vance's driveway Monday, damaging a Secret Service car, taking a hammer to front windows, and causing around $28,000 in damage to security devices.
The federal government has charged this case under a presumptive theory that he knew or was aware that this was some sort of federally controlled property. That's their burden to prove.
According to a federal criminal complaint, Secret Service members told DeFoor repeatedly to stop and drop his weapon, but he allegedly did not listen before eventually dropping the hammer and running away. We asked his attorney how he ended up on Vance's property in the first place.
I have no idea. Could have just as easily been the blow-up display at a car lot.
DeFoor has a previous history of mental illness and encountering law enforcement. His mother, Catherine, spoke of those struggles earlier.
Mental illness is a terrible thing. Unfortunately, for our child, it has taken over his life in a way that we could never have imagined.
In wrapping up her conversation with the media,
please be with my child, William.
DeFoor's mother offered a prayer.
Be with the Vance family. I am only beginning to learn what it feels like to try and raise a family in the public eye. And they are putting themselves there to support our democracy.
Now, we mentioned those federal charges. They include damaging government property and assaulting, resisting, or impeding federal officers. DeFoor is back in federal court on Friday. That is for a detention hearing. We're live in downtown Cincinnati. Connor Steffen, WCPO 9 News.